Okay, well, welcome to my first video. So you guys are probably asking, what does it feel like to be schizophrenic, or what's bipolar? Does that mean you're crazy? Does that mean you're a serial killer? What does that mean? And it means none of the above. It just means that you have issues in your brain chemistry is just off. It's different than other people's brain chemistry. For example, like I don't hear voices. Some people do, but I'm blessed to not hear any voices. I just have racing thoughts, very intrusive thoughts that kind of mess up the way I communicate. So you see that little space of time I took to kind of like formulate what to say next is because I have so many racing thoughts that I'm trying to keep ahead of the thoughts that are racing in my brain, but I'm trying to speak at the same time. So that's what schizophrenia is like. It's like your brain is defragmented into four different pieces, and you have to try your best to make it become as one so that you don't lose sense of reality. Um, it's very easy to lose sense of reality when you have schizophrenia because that's just the nature of the disease. The disease makes you a little what's the word, irrational at times, but it doesn't mean that the person is 100% irrational. It's just he has trouble organizing information. So I don't want you guys to think that if somebody has schizophrenia, they're just gonna run out and stab you, because that's not schizophrenic. That's psychopath. There's a total difference between schizophrenia and a psychopath. So the psychopaths are the ones in court not caring that they killed like 15 people, and they're just sitting there looking like that and stuff. You feel me? Like because they have no soul. No, that's a sociopath, or I mean psychopath. Schizoaffective disorder or schizophrenia is more so the brain attacks itself rather than other people. So it's like you don't have time to be angry and attacking other people because you're already being attacked mentally. So that's one way I can explain having schizophrenia is it's like having your subconscious and your conscious unlocked at the same time, and you're just trying to figure out which one is the proper thing to say. So it gets hard sometimes, and it can get emotionally distressing. It can be emotionally painful, mentally fatiguing. It's a pretty gnarly disease or mental health issue, I should say. But you always got to remember that your mind is not going to be in the same. If you're schizoaffective or schizophrenic, it's not going to be clear 100% of the time. You just have to embrace it and accept it. But one thing you can do is you don't have to feel shame for the thoughts that come into your head, because a lot of time these thoughts are not even our own thoughts. It's just part of the chemical imbalance. They're just shooting off to different neurons and stuff like that, so it's making you think certain things, and it's not your fault. It has nothing to do with you. It's the chemical imbalance. So yeah, I don't know what else to say other than that, but I'm just trying to paint a picture of like what it is to be like schizophrenic. So like example, like if I'm talking right now, just imagine another voice or another thought process is going on as I'm talking. I have to ignore that other thought process to be able to articulate what I'm articulating right now on camera. So that's what it is basically. It's difficult, and it's a frustrating mental health issue, and it's very misunderstood. So I just wanted to, with the little bit of courage I do have, I wanted to start a channel to relate to people who have schizophrenia, bipolar, anxiety, depression, whatever, ADHD, whatever. I have all of those, but I don't let them defeat me. But sometimes, I'm a human being. You guys are human beings. It feels like once that illness, whether it be anxiety or depression, once it takes over, that is going to take control of your whole life. You just got to understand that nothing, what if something goes up, it must come down. So what I mean by that is you're not going to have the same mindset every single day. You're not going to be depressed every single day. You're not going to be anxious every single day. You're not going to be schizoaffective or bipolar every second of your life. You can't, things change. So this is what is called mania or manic, is where some people who have bipolar, they can be really up and happy, and then the next second they're just low and depressed or low and angry. And a lot of people in my family, you don't even think that I have anything wrong with me, because I'm able to articulate how I feel. And I just feel it's just a blessing from God that He lets me be able to talk to people like this, because not everybody with my disease is as sharp or as crisp as me. So I feel like it's my duty to advocate for people like myself. And honestly, you can take it or leave it, but if you have, just because you have a mental illness doesn't mean you're ill. And that's very important to understand. So yeah, I mean, I know I'm rambling a little bit, but that's just how my mind goes. But I'm trying to give you guys insight. This disease, or at least when I mean disease, I'm talking about schizoaffective disorder, or schizophrenia. It's like, that's permanent. It's gonna be, you're gonna live with that the rest of your life. But what are you going to do to counterbalance that imbalance? You see? And what I do is I make music. It keeps me calm. It lets me know that I'm still sane, or sane enough to be in society. And it makes me feel better. Some people might like to draw. Some people might like to talk to other family members. This helps. So you got to find a set of coping skills to alleviate some of the pressure from this disease, or or mental health issue that you have. Like, I know I have anxiety, and like, I don't like getting in front of big crowds, but I don't like being on camera at all either. But I'm still trying it anyways, because I feel like what I have to say can help somebody. And I just hope that you guys really understand that there is not enough information about certain mental health issues, and that's why I have like a link on my page to the NAMI association, and they're a nonprofit organization that deal with mental health and stuff like that. I'm not associated with them, although I have been to some of their meetings. But I'm just saying, if you want to immerse yourself a little bit more into the realm of what your family member is going through, I would definitely recommend going to NAMI.org, or just listening to my channel, really. But I feel like I rambled enough. But this is my first video, and I don't know what to call it, but I'll call it something. But I have to go, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
Used to be D-Mob, now it's saying we on a jizz-up. I'm a lover, not a fighter, forget the violence. But if you fight with me, then you gonna